What's going on, everyone? Moderate Republican here, and the date and location has been set. What's going on, everyone? Moderate Republican here, and the date and location has been set for President Trump to meet with President Putin. That's right, the date is August 15th. Set your calendars, and the location is Alaska. Now, if you haven't forgotten, or maybe a reminder, President Putin is an alleged war criminal. That's right, there is a warrant from a war council for his arrest. So the list of potential landing spots for a meeting with President Putin are pretty slim to none. And of course, our own president is a 34-time convicted felon. And yes, there are countries out there that they don't allow felons to come into them. Now, put those things to the side. President Trump did put out one of the conditions in order for them to meet is that Russia and Ukraine have to be close to making a deal. Now, there has been no word from the White House or the Kremlin that a deal is in place, so there's still more to follow on that detail. But the meeting is set, Alaska, August 15th. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. We're ready for a Trump-Putin visit too, now on American soil this time around. And don't let the dementia set in. Hit that follow, subscribe button. That'll notify you when I drop my next video. I'll see you soon.
Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin are coming to Alaska to have their meeting. Donald Trump posted the highly anticipated meeting between myself as President of the United States of America. Thank you for identifying yourself, asshole. And President Vladimir Putin of Russia will take place next Friday, August 15th, in the great state of Alaska. Alaska, this is our chance. We are up. Let's give this man a welcome that he will never forget. I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of nauseous, but also kind of excited. He says further details to follow. And as always, he says, thank you for your attention to this matter. Vladimir Putin is a international war criminal with an international warrant out for his arrest. Are we going to take care of that while he's here, Alaska? We're going to take care of that? What are we going to do? As further details come out about this, let's figure out what we're going to do.
So the meeting between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin is on. President Trump says it's going to happen on Friday. And that's a huge win for President Putin because he's been desperate to be seen on the world stage like this, taken seriously, standing next to the US president. And there was some suggestion it would happen in the Middle East, but actually it's going to happen in America, in Alaska, according to Donald Trump. What does President Trump get out of this? Well, the chance to be seen as the big peacemaker, because President Putin has suggested he would halt the fighting in return for large parts of Ukraine, effectively. So under a deal proposed by Putin, according to US officials, Russia would keep hold of Donbass, which is that eastern region, but also Crimea, which it annexed back in 2014. But President Trump has also talked about some swapping of territories. So that would suggest that Ukraine would get something out of this as well. Not clear what that would be. Not clear whether or not President Zelensky has signed up to this either. No suggestion that he's even going to be at the meeting, or whether or not the Europeans have supported this. But just having a meeting between Putin and Trump in America will be extraordinary.
Mr. Donald Trump has successfully chaired a meeting and brokered a peace deal between Armenia and Azerbaijan, and the conflict is stopped once and for all. Now the next important meeting of his career will be held in Alaska next Friday, the 15th of August 2025, and that will be without the presence of Mr. Zelensky, but with the Russian bear, Mr. Putin himself. Putin has already laid out his conditions for the peace with Ukraine to Trump, and Trump advisors have conveyed the message to the European leaders and let them know in advance that it will be territory swaps, with Mr. Putin holding on to the Donbass region, the Donbass region and the Crimea that he annexed in 2014.